Well, welcome back. We got the Hummer H3 right behind me that I picked up last time, and it ended up having a locked up motor. At least we think, it doesn't turn over. So now there's my other one that has a good motor but a bad transmission and no title. So I'm collecting these things out here, which is not really what my goal ever was. It was just to have a running driving one, and so far I have not been able to make that happen. But you take a chance when you buy stuff off of Facebook Marketplace, and this one here off Copart. So we're going to do a little diagnostic today. Last time we left it at it, engine was locked up, and that's kind of where we stopped. It is also completely nasty on the interior with mold. The sunroof drains, they all plugged up and just poured water inside for, I believe, months on end. And that's kind of a typical thing for Hummer H3s, I found out. So it's nasty inside. I've been spraying it down every day with distilled vinegar. And the vinegar smell isn't great, but it's better than the mold smell. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Hopefully, I may just take the whole interior out and swap it with the interior from that one. But now it is time for us to at least pull the plugs out, maybe drain the oil. I want to see, traditionally the logic is, you pull, if it's locked up, you pull the plugs out, put some penetrating oil or just oil down into the cylinders, and you hope for the best that it breaks, gets in there, penetrates, and breaks loose. That's great, except for I have a suspicion that the actual problem is something is actually let loose inside, and I don't know what that is, but I think there's metal jammed up inside the engine somewhere. That's my guess. I know they have some issues with timing on these. Could be something up there. Could be, it could be, a host of things. So, I guess I'm gonna start with the plugs, pulling them out. The next thing would be maybe drain the oil and just see if, if there's metal in the oil. Or maybe I should start with that. Maybe we'll start with oil. If there's a bunch of metal in there, then we'll just call it a day. Yeah, let's start there. All right, let's get ready to dive down under here. Luckily, it is a nice day, because we're obviously not working inside the garage. And not too bad today, thank goodness. So, I think that's a 13. Have to see here. Yep. There it goes. Whew. See an extra little bit of leverage. Let's see what we got. Oh. Well, that's water, huh? My goodness. Huh. Wow. Okay, so I didn't exactly see that coming. Not that much. Huh. Just seeing if anything else interesting comes out of here. All right, I'm gonna let that drain down there. Dang, the shadows are hardcore this time of day. I'm gonna let that finish draining down there. I'm gonna start pulling this apart up here, pull the plugs, see what's going on at least. I still don't know, like, we're gonna keep this engine. Like, I might switch it out for the other one, but if it's savable, let's see what we can come up with anyway. See if we can get it to turn over. Not holding out a lot of hope, but let's see what happens. So let's pull the intake and everything off here, and go from there, I guess. I don't think the spark plugs are real hard to do on these because everything should be right up top. The old inline 5. I've actually never worked on one of these engines before, so this is my first time. Got all the bolts out, got all the connectors disconnected. This guy here, of course, is under that wiring harness. So we'll go back to the next one, and I'll get him a little later. There we go. Down in there. Oh man, nice and clean at least. They're huge. go. Now, I should just do new plugs probably, but I'm going to wait to see if it if it does turn over. I'm going to do new plugs, obviously, but for now, we're just going with it. Now, looking down in here, that one there, filled with oil. I think the rest are dry. That one's filled. If you guys hear me breathing real heavy during this, it's because I'm fat and I'm leaned over the hood of this thing, so, or the front end of it, so doing my best here to not make it too loud, but I am dying a little bit. All right, let's go for oil boy number 1. There it is. I don't think that one would spark too well. Nope, well. All right, well, I guess let's go down and see if she will move now that those guys are out of there. Not gonna do too much. If it doesn't go, I'll just put some penetrating oil down. Already removed the skid plate, so that makes it nice and easy to get down here and do this. Not a lot of, you know what, I need to be going this way. Nope. Still doesn't want to turn. For today, I think I gotta stop because I'm gonna just fill up those cylinders with penetrating oil, let it sit for a few days, hope that helps. Again, I still think there's something jammed in there metal-wise. Maybe not. I didn't find any metal in that oil at all. It was just the water. So maybe hydrolocked, and it could have broken stuff inside, but I still no metal shavings or anything like that really gave me that indication. So I'm gonna put some penetrating oil in there, and then we'll go from there. See you in a couple days here. We've officially jumped forward into the future. The penetrating oil has been sitting on there a few days. We're gonna get down under and try it. Worst case scenario, I got the jack out because I'm not against just jacking up on it and seeing what happens. Like I said, I think this engine's junk, so I don't think really what I do here matters. It's more for just information purposes, and if we could save it, great, but I don't think that's going to be how this ends. I think it's timing chain. I also, it could be the starter locked up on it. I kind of doubt that because it really sounded like the starter was clicking, but I guess if it was seized, it might click but not actually turn. So that's possible. So we may tear it down to those things where we can at least see a little bit of the timing chain, at least the top, pull up the valve cover, and then yeah, I don't know. We're gonna keep plugging away here and see what we can find out. We are gonna probably move to the jack idea pretty quickly here. I'm gonna try. I put the breaker bar on here. See if there's any movement up there. I think there's gonna be. I didn't have a whole lot of hope for this, guys. Yeah, nothing. Okay, so we're gonna jack up on it. All right. It may just round the bolt off too. That's always possible. Hey. Is it turning? What's happening here? Let's look up in there. I need a little bit better view. I don't really want to lose my face here. Let's... I don't think anything's really happening here. Let's try it. I don't see the crank. The bolt might be coming out. Not anything turning. Okay. This. 'Cause, 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 I really don't want to have to take the intake off. If that's required, then we're probably just not going to do this. Because I'm very certain that the engine's shot anyways, but whatever. Well, there is one way down in there. Shoot. See it now. No, you're supposed to frickin' pull the intake. Oh. Alright. I think I'm done, guys. I think I have developed a plan. This has not gone as easy as I had hoped when I purchased this, and that's all right. You take a chance with Copart, that's fine. And I knew that going in. But I do want to get the best vehicle at the end of this, if I'm going to be doing the work anyways. That's leading me to believe I think I should, instead of using this one that I just got, you can just see the corner of it. There's another car in the way. I think I'm going to use this other Hummer that I got. Technically, it's the parts Hummer. I think I'm going to do what I got to do to get a title for it. And the other thing is this one. One of the reasons I bought this one specifically and got suckered into it was because it is the adventure package. So that means it's got the locker and it's got a little lower gearing for low and stuff. So if you're running 35s on the trail, you got a little, get a little more get up and go. So that's kind of the reason I wanted to fix this one, but it is a lot rougher. I mean, I'm gonna have to pull the whole interior out. Everything is like corroded, kind of nasty inside because it's been getting wet for so long. The front of the engine on this one, just so you know, that I did like kind of exhaust all resources. There's one or two things I could do yet. I did pull the belt off the front. I jacked up on it. We did the penetrating oil. The water pump is also locked up, so it got water like the whole way through it. I don't see any cracks like that I've noticed yet from like freezing, but it's junk. It's just junk. The only thing that's keeping it from spinning at this point that it could be really, I think, is the starter of things that like aren't catastrophic. So, and the starter sucks to take off, and it really felt like, and the noise indicated to me that it was fine. So my thinking at this point is I'll take transmission out of this one here. I think it's okay. I mean, I don't know. It could be a shot transmission too. Pull a transmission out of that one, put it into this one over here, get the title, transmission and transfer case, because then I'll get the lower gear, the better gearing, and then pull the rear end out of this one that has the locker in it. I don't know that I'm gonna be able to use the factory switches up on the dash because I think that runs to a computer that does it, but I can just run wire back to power and that'll lock it. So I'll just have another switch in there. That's a lot of work. It's not really how I wanted it to go, but I don't know another way around it. So, because I'm going to get a running driving vehicle out of it one way or the other. And while I'm standing right here, I am thinking about my little Blazer, because this is the one that, like, I'm getting these Hummers sort of to replace this, because this has been my trail runaround vehicle, and it's still gonna be, because I'm not gonna take, once this is all said and done, like, that one's actually in pretty nice shape. I don't want to like completely destroy it like I have with this one. So I think this one is going to be turned into a plow vehicle. I actually have a plow set up that I already am on my, like, I'm gonna go pick up. I haven't picked it up yet, so who knows, it's Facebook Marketplace, anything could fall through. That's gonna be turned into a plow vehicle. It already has, I just redid the front end, and it has good tires, contrary to what it looks like right there, but they're brand new. They just don't seal up real well on those old wheels. So I think that's just going to be a plow vehicle, and then I'll still run through the woods with it, but I think we're kind of done with it being anything. It's just too rough at this point. Well, I wanted to get way more done and way more accomplished and stuff today, but it did not pan out. So we're done with that Hummer, I think, until we pull the transmission out. I mean, maybe I'll just pull everything out just to make it easy. And then this guy here, I think, as of right now, could change at any moment, maybe even by the end of this video. That one is going to be the one I actually put back on the road. It's the better vehicle. With that, guys, I appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you watching. Hope you guys are having a good holiday season. Have a great day.